name is Ethan Parker Carmona Hochstedler, and I'm 20 years old. Originally born in Long Beach, California, but at around 3 years old, my parents and we all moved over here to Reno, Nevada, to start living our lives for a variety of reasons: cost of living, crime, so on and so on. But now that I'm 20 years old and I've lived a long 17 years in the state, I have nothing but great things to say about this place and have to thank it for the wonderful life that it's given me. Which, getting into my biographical school life, I went to high school at TMCC Magnet High School. Well, my freshman year was in Spanish Springs High School, but really I consider myself a TMCC High School graduate. There I was able to gain two associates, an Associate of Arts with an emphasis in criminal justice, and a general Associate of Science, which really guided me towards getting into my chosen career, within which I'm studying for currently up at UNR. So, as I mentioned, I'm up at UNR right now. I'm in my junior year of my dual major program. I'm finishing up my criminal justice bachelor's, but I'm also quick at the heels of the prerequisite requirements of being admitted to the UNLV dental school. And so, while I devoted most of my biographical information to my schooling, a very large part of my life outside of the school and the work I do, because I love to keep my hands busy, is the hobbies that I choose to spend my time on. And these hobbies, I believe, are what give life meaning. I think that they are my way, specifically, of using my talents properly and expressing myself. One quote by Henry Van Dyke, I think, rings this quite true with the benefits of practicing hobbies. And it goes something like this: use what talents you possess. The woods would be a very silent place if no birds sang there except for those that sang the best. This really brings a core belief of mine that hobbies are your way of making life beautiful for yourself and those around you. So, with this great hefty meaning, I'd like to transition to the first big hobby of mine that I love to practice with as much time as I can devote to it, being in a dual major program. And that first hobby is leatherwork. Leatherwork is so wonderfully important to me, and I could talk about it for hours, giving you the little nitty-gritty logistics of how to make a wallet, say. But, keeping it tight here, leatherwork is essentially making anything with leather: a wallet, a belt, or anything in between. And it gives me a way to express myself and my ideals about the world, that things made with love and with a purpose and with beauty in mind, or with a purpose, are some of the best things that you can do with your hands. And to get closer and connected with this whole idea, I choose a very archaic, I guess, way of practicing. I hand stitch everything. I take a pricking iron, which sort of looks like a little fork, which pounds the holes in the leather, and I hand stitch every piece of mine that I make. And there's a million ways that you can do this, but that's the way that I choose to do it because of my relationship with the medium. So, moving on to the next hobby, much less rustic and higher tech hobby that I have: computer making. Another passion of mine is building computers. That's actually what I'm recording this on right now. And the reason, as I mentioned before, that I fell in love with this is because I very much believe in art with a purpose. That is just what computer building is. It's efficiency, it's function, but it's also aesthetics. There's such a big focus on it that I couldn't help but trying my hand at it just this last year. And, well, I think the result is pretty decent. And it speaks to me in a very deep way, because I like to keep my hands busy, I like the fine detail of it all, and at the end of everything, even though my computer is built, there's still more to do. There's still more to customize, to optimize, and so on and so on. It's really just my playground, and it allows me to express my belief in the importance of work, but also in beauty. And so, wrapping all this up, I hope that you have gotten to know me throughout my high school and adult life and have gotten a better sense of who I am as a person. My deep desire to do good for the world and to work towards goals, but also to create art and beauty. As much as I'm an academic and I consider myself to be, I hope that I've left you perhaps with a sense of what I feel, that a life well lived is one where you work hard and you work for what you believe in, but you also work to express love through art. And I hope that you get from this a sense of the need to go do some art after you finish all this schoolwork. Thank you so much for listening.